Good afternoon, seniors. Today we're going to be working on a still lifes. And still lifes is something that do not move. Now, a lot of us, we're stuck at home. So we're just wondering, what can we do in the time of being at home? Well, there's a lot of things to do, but I want y'all to take time and draw something. And I want you to look around your house and find still lifes to draw. Now, I'm going to start you out with something easy. First of all, I love cups. So I love a cup of coffee, I like a cup of tea. So I'm just going to show you, just take a minute, and I just want to show you a little step of how to do a cup, and I'm going to do it in seconds. Okay, just bear with me. All right, couple of seconds maybe. And the reason why I did that is show you that because sometimes, like in art, what we feel like if we can't draw something, it's hard for us to do. So my purpose of showing you this is to show you that I do things over and over and over again. And I put the right image in my mind. And when I put the right image in my mind, it's easy for me to draw. So that's what I'm here for today, to show you that sometimes it takes seconds to learn how to draw something when you're learning the right techniques for it. All right, I don't know what kind of equipment you have around your house, but hopefully everybody has a pencil and hopefully everybody has a piece of paper. Copy paper will be good. If you don't have that, just use lined paper. Okay, so first thing what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to make a coffee mug. And I'm going to use a square. And I want you to use squares. I want you to get away from circles, unless we have to do a circle and a flower or something like that. But I want you to get with squares. Okay, so first of all, what I want you to do is just do a square just like that on the board. Go in your piece of paper. All right, next, I want you to do a square inside. I'm on the outside of that square, just like that. You don't have to do the four corners because they're already connected. Okay? Now I want you to do a square inside that. Just like that. Okay? Now I want you to do a square because what happens is right underneath that. Just like that. Now, if you notice my cup is floating up because it's not on anything to put the gravity down so that cup could go down. And so if I just do a line just like that, I'm bringing my cup down to the surface. All right, so a lot of you don't think about that, but when you draw something, you got to make sure you start on your ground level and work your way up. All right, so here's a cup, and we did that cup probably like in 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, not 5 or 10 minutes, about 2 or 3 minutes, to tell the truth. All right, so if you could do this, we can do other things. All right, so let me erase this right here. And let's do a base now. Now, how would I do a base? That's a problem. Because it's not like a cup, right? No. All right, so we're going to just take that square just like I just had just a while ago. And then I'm going to add a rectangle right in the top of that. Okay? Now I'm going to cut that in half a little bit. I'm going to cut this square off. So I'm going to do it like a triangle, just like this. So I'm going to cut that shape off. You can use your eraser. Cut that shape off, that square shape off. Cut this off as well. And then here, I want to go with just little triangle shape right there. I'm just going to cut that off. Just like that. And there we have a base formed without using a circle. All right, Well, from this little square again that we have here, I'm going to erase this and add my square back there. Okay, we're going to make a jar out of this. Okay, so we'll do like square here. Okay, I'm going to add another square at the top to that, bang. And then I'm going to add a little square to the top right here. And then I'm going to bring this point to that point and to that point. And let's make a neck a little bit longer. And I'm just going to add a square to the top. And then if you erase this, got a little I'm going to just erase it again because I want to make it a little bit. You see how I messed up just a while ago? I just messed up. But that's okay. I want to bring that down just a little bit here, and then I want to like curve it like that. And so we get our job. Just like that. So it's all about making mistakes, but it's all about correcting our mistakes. Okay, so here we got shapes. We're using shapes, and we're making a jar out of shapes. All right. And we made this all from the square itself. So shapes. Using shapes. Now I got something really scary here. I have my still life here, which I always love to do. So we're going to look at this base right here. And we're going to start off with a square again. I'm looking at an angle. So it's a little harder for me because I'm looking down at it instead of looking straight up at it. So I'm going to come up with a square first. And then I'm going to actually work from the bottom up. So we want to draw a line. Going straight across. All right, so I see about 3 sections in this object. I see 1. Matter of fact, I see 2. 2, 3, 4. I see. So I need to put that down on the board. So I got 2 right here. This is my second one. And this is my third one right up top. All right. So how in the world do we get this to looking like that? That's the whole point. It's imagine in our mind, how can we get here to get there? Because we know we see it, but the object is, how do we transfer that out of our mind into a drawing? And this is where people get stuck at because they can't see beyond what they're looking at. Because their imagination has it one way and their eyes have it a totally different way. But let's try to break that. And that's why we want to depend on our eyes. Okay, so here we want to go like this. We're going to take it up like that, like a triangle shape. And this side, we want to take it up with a triangle shape too. So I want to erase so I don't confuse you. So I'm taking that square out of there. And I'm a little crooked, but that's all right because of the way I'm drawn. Okay, now I'm going to do it, take a line here because I see it again. I see another line there. So I'm seeing all these shapes on this base right here so I can make it, be able to make it. Okay, now, so this one I'm going to take and I'm going to go up like that. Just like that. And I'm going to erase. Gonna erase. Now look at the top. Oh, the top is messed up, isn't it? No, it's not. It's because all we do is erase. See, one thing about pencil, and people don't think about their pencils, but the pencils is where we draw at, and the eraser is where we erase at. And a lot of people think just because you erase something, that means you made a mistake. Yes, you may have made a mistake, but it helps your drawing. Because drawing's all about making mistakes and being able to cover those mistakes up. Okay? Now, this is the hard part. Now look at this. I just noticed this at the bottom, because its bottom is more like it's coming out, right? So this is coming out. So this, I want to make that a little fatter. Just like that. And I want to go back and I want to erase that line, because I want that a little fatter. And I want to actually go like this. Triangle shape again, and a triangle shape right there. And then I'm going to erase. Now, why do I want to erase? Because we don't want to be confused. A lot of times we get confused, it's because we don't know where the lines, what line is what. So that's a good habit to do, is to like erase. Now, this stuff right on top. What in the world, how are we going to do that? That's going to be the hard part. So, what I actually see circles. So what I'm just going to add is add circles here. And you know what I'm also going to look at is the shape, the overall shape of that plant there. And I'm just going to draw like a tree. And I'm going to say that's my overall shape. So in that overall shape, I'm just going to use circles. Just some backward circles and some forward circles. Just like that. And just like that. And now I'm gonna give you a round shape to kind of like help you understand what I'm doing, okay? Just kind of like to help you like say that you can do it too as well. If I can do it, you can do it as well. So I'm just gonna cut that square off, and I'm just gonna round it off. Just like that. And make you feel better. Just like that. Bam. And you say, how do you get that round shape? No, we just did the squares. That's how we got that round shape. All right, now I'm going to actually look at the flowers, kind of observe them a little bit, and then I'm just going to actually like say, just do like little curves inside of those things. I'm going to actually scribble. I like to scribble. I love to scribble. Just kind of make it doom, doom, doom. But you know I got the overall shape, which is my circles, right? So I can scribble right inside my circles. See, because they just telling me where everything is located at. And of course, this is not where everything's located at, but we're just going to give you an example of it. And this one is going to go outside of that circle to make it look like it's a flower. Okay? And so on and so on. All right, now, what we have is some greenery in here, which is a problem, which is never a problem. I'm just going to put leaves on it like that. Just add something different to it. You know, when you add color to it, then you can really see it. But I'm just going to all right, we can add some color to it. Start seeing it better. And then I'm going to throw some stems on it. Then I'm going to throw some stems on it. All right. Until I'm going to erase a little bit. Just take these lines out. Just kind of like bring it back to life again. I want you to look at it. And I want you to say, wow, couldn't believe I got that kind of shape out of that. We only use squares. And so this is the whole idea about drawing, is being able to make it simple. Then when you get it simple, you do the routine over and over and over again. The more we do it, the faster we become at it. And then the more that we have it right in our mind. If we see exactly what we're looking at, and we transfer that in our minds and transfer it the way we see it, then when we want to look at our minds and just draw something, it becomes easier for us to do it. And that's where I want to leave you today.